right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Working in a war zone.
Almost every day we need to run at least once.
Tonight, an Israeli CEO who does business here in St. Louis shares the heartache and devastation he and his employees are now facing.
More autumn chill tomorrow morning, then a big warm-up and I'll time out midweek shower chances.
Our top story, an officer charged, accused of firing his gun and threatening parents and kids at a school Halloween event.
It was a smile that I'll definitely never forget.
Tonight, a father recounts the scary encounter.
Good evening, I'm Mike Bush, and Allred has the night off. Hours ago, prosecutors charged Matthew McCullough with several felony counts following yesterday's incident at a trunk-or-treat event at a Kirkwood school. Tonight, the St. Louis County police officer and son of former county prosecutor Bob McCullough is in jail. New tonight, our Robert Townsend has reaction from a dad who witnessed the frightening ordeal.
Mike Corey Schoenhorst says initially he thought the gunfire in the school parking lot was not real, but then the Kirkwood dad says the horror of everyone running happened right before his eyes.
It was supposed to be a pre-Halloween fun time for Corey Schoenhorst, his 8-year-old son, and dozens of other Tillman Elementary School families.
The main crowd had just started to kind of wander in.
But witnesses told police within minutes, off-duty St. Louis County police officer Matthew McCullough stood in the middle of a crowd in the parking lot at North Kirkwood Middle School.
Held up his gun with a menacing grin on his face and a lifeless look in his eyes and fired and waited for the crowd to react.
Witnesses say McCullough fired at least 5 shots. Schoenhorst and other moms and dads quickly grabbed their frightened children. Police say other parents tackled McCullough and held him down until officers arrived.
It was just complete chaos. One kid had completely run out of his shoes.
Hundreds of people were at the trunk or treat event. Charging documents reveal around 4:30 Sunday afternoon, McCullough began harassing people, aggressively approached numerous attendees, and said, "You are all going to die." Nobody was hurt.
It probably took place over the course of maybe 45 seconds, but at the time it seemed like it was 8-9 minutes. I mean, it was like time stopped.
Monday, prosecutors charged McCullough with 5 counts of armed criminal action, 4 counts of first-degree endangering the welfare of a child, unlawful use of a weapon, and first-degree terrorist threat. The 39-year-old suspect has been a St. Louis County police officer for nearly 6 years. McCullough is also the son of former St. Louis County prosecutor Bob McCullough.
It's a pretty scary thought, because who do we turn to now for protection?
In a statement, the McCullough family says in part, quote, "We also are painfully aware that an incident such as this can and does cause significant trauma to those, especially children and their parents, who witness such an event. Our thoughts and prayers are with those victims."
While he was on the ground, he was still smiling.
St. Louis County Police Chief Kenneth Gregory says McCullough is now on unpaid administrative leave pending an internal investigation. McCullough is now sitting in jail on a $500,000 cash-only bond.
Robert, thanks. Tonight, the Israeli military is amassing troops, tanks, and jets along the border with Gaza, but is yet to launch a ground invasion. Both Israel and Hamas are denying a ceasefire agreement to allow foreign nationals and Palestinians to evacuate or let aid in. Just hours from now, President Biden plans to travel to the war zone in Israel. He'll meet with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to show the U.S. stands squarely with the country. One Israeli citizen with a St. Louis connection is sharing his sobering perspective on the situation. He's learned firsthand about the human toll of this ongoing crisis.
Amidst this ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas and the relentless media coverage, one man expresses a bleak sentiment.
I think that almost everything you hear about, maybe the reality is even worse.
Ofer Haviv is the CEO of Evogene, a computational biology business that works with life science companies. It's based in Israel, but has offices here in St. Louis.
I've been in St. Louis many times. I know the place quite well. I visit the Arch. I've been in the Bush Stadium. And I enjoy the food there.
But he emphasizes that since the war began, it has been an agonizing ordeal.
So almost every day we need to run at least once to the shelter.
Evogene's Israeli offices are in Rehovot, which is close to Gaza and has been hit by Hamas rockets. And very early in the conflict, Ofer received some devastating news.
One of our employees actually was murdered in Saturday morning. He was together with his wife. At the beginning, it was a shock. And you know, we feel like, you know, you lose somebody from your family.
Evogene is trying to stay distracted by continuing to do business. And Ofer says the people of Israel are very grateful to President Biden and the people of the United States.
It's highly, highly, highly appreciated. And we all want to say thanks for US for doing so.
Above all, he emphasizes that their deepest desire is a restoration of normalcy and a prospect of enduring peace.
I still have hope, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time.
Mr. Aviv has 2 sons in the Army, another reason why he wants peace as soon as possible. Tonight, federal authorities have opened a hate crime investigation into the horrific stabbing death of a 6-year-old Palestinian-American boy outside Chicago. Investigators say the boy and his mother were attacked by their landlord this weekend because they were Muslim. The mother survived. Today, mourners gathered for the boy's funeral. The FBI says it's seeking an increase in threats against both Muslim and Jewish people. They are seeing that develop. You can get the latest developments on Israel's war with Hamas on KSTK.com. Text the word Israel to 314-425-5355 and we'll send you a link. A 10-year-old girl is dead. 4 others, including 3 children, are in serious condition tonight following a crash in Washington County. The accident happened around 8:30 this morning on Highway 21 north of Furnace Creek Road, south of Potosi. Drivers say the driver lost control on a curve and hit a tree. The injured children, who range in ages from 6 to 8, are all from Richwoods. We've learned a 3-year-old boy is among the victims of a triple shooting in Pacific. The child and 2 women were found shot Saturday night in the area of South Columbus and East Central Streets. Police say each were shot several times. Police later arrested Quentin Howard on felony charges after he crashed near Six Flags in Eureka. Investigators say Howard knows the victims. The man charged with shooting and killing a 7-year-old girl and her father in the Central West End has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Javon Nettles will serve 2 concurrent 10-year sentences for the 2021 shooting deaths of Demaya Fleming and Darian Rankin Fleming. Nettles was originally charged with first-degree murder, but prosecutors refiled the charges twice, saying they were not ready to proceed. That happened while Kim Gardner was in charge of the Circuit Attorney's Office, which was mired in case backlogs. Current St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore released a statement saying, quote, "It is our view that this plea agreement represents the best result that could be achieved under the circumstances." He goes on to say, while far from perfect, this plea holds the perpetrator accountable for these tragic deaths. Nettles' alleged accomplice, Andre Wilson, is still awaiting trial. The cleanup of a stinky mess in University City is almost complete. City officials tell 5 on Your Side crews from Bio 1 St. Louis will finish clearing out tons of rotting seafood and produce from inside the former Seafood City Market on Olive. The cleanup started exactly 4 weeks ago after neighbors began complaining about a foul odor and infestation of flies. The health department closed the market back in March. The city says the building's owner is footing the bill. The company is suing the owner of Seafood City for more than $300,000 in back rent.
I've been told to get you off my...
From the Metro East to Hollywood, tonight Eli Ward of Waterloo competed in the blind auditions on NBC's The Voice. He got Gwen Stefani and Reba McEntire to turn their chairs. The 21-year-old runner at the University of Iowa picked Gwen as his coach. Many gathered tonight in Ward's hometown, located about 30 miles southeast of St. Louis, for a watch party. 5 on Your Side's Laura Barczewski was there as Eli even gave a special live performance.
21-year-old Waterloo native Eli Ward says his love for music started at a very young age.
My mom was always either singing or playing something, so ever since I was really young and impressionable, I was always just listening to music, and it's always been such a huge passion of mine.
It's something he and his mom, Kathy, shared.
It was funny. Eli would always wanted to learn to harmonize, and he would sing, and he was like, "Mom, am I singing harmony?" And I was like, "Not yet." You know, like, here's the note. And so yeah, we had a lot of music lessons in those hour drives to soccer.
He decided to try out for The Voice on a whim, playing folk and acoustic pop songs.
Somehow I ended up in Burbank, and I was surrounded by just 80, 90 of the most talented musicians I've ever seen. Like, I was almost scared to sing for like 3 or 4 days because I was like, I don't know, guys, you guys are a little bit better. But it makes you level up fast, and you learn so much. It was really fun.
Eli actually turned 2 chairs tonight and joined Gwen Stefani on her team. He says the entire Waterloo community has been so supportive, and sharing this moment with them has been really special.
Getting to like being in a big city, being in Burbank where like everybody was super, super talented was crazy, but then coming back home and seeing all the people that are rallying for you in your corner, it's really fun.
And his parents couldn't be more proud.
Just to see him follow his passion, we just know how happy he is to be up there performing. He's not somebody who necessarily ever sought the spotlight, but when he's confident about something that he loves, he doesn't shy away from it either.
Reporting in Waterloo, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Eli Ward will now move on to the battle round. He joins Foley native Ruby Lee, who's on Team Reba, and you can follow their journey right here on 5 on Your Side every Monday and Tuesday night.